Today we will have a look at Leo, who thinks that weather balloons disproves satellites, and in the end we will look at the new music video from Sleeping Warrior. Let's start. First of all, I want to thank all my patrons, members, donors and subscribers. All of you are important for me. Thank you very much. Level Earth Observer, the crane driver from UK that thinks that the tower cranes prove that we live on a flat Earth pizza. And he have an obsession with space and thinks all is fake in space. Today we will have a look at the video where he thinks that the weather balloons disproves satellites. Let's start the video.
Today I'm going to debunk satellites using satellites. In this instance, 2 US weather satellites.
Sorry Leo, but I think it will be the ordinary rubbish from you. Clown show, charades. Oh dear, this will be stupid.
I just wanted to see how many satellites, weather satellites the US had. NOAA owns 9 satellites, which include 4 geostationary, which is the GOES range, 4 polar orbiting satellites as well, and there must be another one random, which probably is out of service. Just going to have a look at the view from each satellite supposedly here. First we'll start on the west coast. GOES West satellite. You can see the outline of America, top right here. Essentially that's the view of the satellite. Given the weather there 24/7. Have a look at the other one, the east. You got the east, the other side of America. Again, giving you your views, your weather 24/7, supposedly. Now the reason I say supposedly is because if those 2 geostationary satellites were real and were providing the US Weather Service and the data, then NOAA would have no need for weather balloons whatsoever. But when we dig a little bit deeper, it turns out NOAA rely on weather balloons, so much so that they're having to launch over 180 weather balloons every single day in the US, which is strange when you consider the GOES satellites are supposedly supplying 24 hours a day, 7 days a week coverage for their weather.
And do you think the weather balloons and the satellites have the same function? I don't think so.
Look at this, really revealing. This is an article from a few years back, NOAA, discussing the move from manual to potential automated weather balloon launches. Okay, you would have thought if they want to save money and cost, you ditch this Victorian technology that is weather balloons and you'd be relying on space futuristic tech now. But it turns out, as we can see down here, the trusty weather balloon has been an essential data tool for forecasters for nearly 90 years. NOAA's National Weather Service has launched these balloons since the 30s to collect temperature, humidity and other data in the upper atmosphere as they sail through the troposphere and the stratosphere. Fitted with special data transmitters called radiosondes, balloons are launched twice a day at 92 sites across the US, including 13 in Alaska. Alaska launches generate data that are especially important to support downstream forecasts for the lower 48 states. Very revealing. Now you wouldn't need to rely on all those balloon launches every single day if you had 24 hours a day, 7 days a week coverage from these 2 geostationary satellites. kind of gives the game away and busts this satellite myth, i.e. tin cans go around a ball. Satellites are balloons and high altitude military planes, and other military planes as well, depending on what supposed satellite is at play. But in this instance, weather satellites clearly are weather balloons. Otherwise, NOAA would need to rely on a Victorian tech, i.e. weather balloons.
This is hilarious, Leo. You did read what the weather satellites are doing. Let's listen to that part once again, when you reading the explanation.
NOAA's National Weather Service has launched these balloons since the 30s to collect temperature, humidity and other data in the upper atmosphere as they sail through the troposphere and the stratosphere.
Leo, this is hilarious. You debunked yourself. You read it and you can read it here on the screen. They measure temperature, humidity and so on their way up in the sky. How could a satellite do that? Oh dear, this is so damn stupid. But thank you, Leo, for making my debunk of your silly video so easy. Okay, we leave this fool and move on. The last days I made several music videos about more famous flat earthers. Some of you like them, I don't sure that all of you like them, but here you have one more. Let's hear it from Sleeping Warrior.
Gravity is an essential intrinsic part of the heliocentric model, and of course I don't accept that gravity even exists. My position is that density and buoyancy explain everything that we see and observe day to day. There is no requirement or further explanation required other than density or buoyancy, and of course none can be contrasted or distinguished from density or buoyancy.
You're a stupid boy.
Trying to prove this fiction that is called gravity.
But it's true. You were done.
Newton's concept of gravity seemed to imply the phenomena of non-locality because the attractive forces between masses appeared to act magically across
But it's true.
And Einstein's general relativity instead ascribed gravity to the curvature of space-time.
You're a stupid boy, just as stupid as you.
For those that believe that Cavendish proved somewhat with balls in a shed, observed through a telescope through a peephole, whatever he thinks he did or didn't prove, for any ball earther to cite this as the science to prove gravity is proving whatever he thinks he's proving, but it's antiquated, out of date. It's not the current science. The current science states clearly that Einstein's general relativity.
Lies. You're a stupid boy, it's true. You're a stupid boy. Don't you have a conscience? Don't you feel bad? You're a stupid boy. How about that?
This is an egg. This is a parts per million counter. I could apply this technology and I could perform a practical scientific experiment where I could measure the density of a medium, in this case water, and I can make this egg move.
Just a lie. You're a stupid boy. How about that?
Okay, that's coming in at 212 parts per million tap water. Don't know what that means, it's just a number. It could be unicorn farts, it's just a number.
You're a stupid boy. How about that?
I will cause the effect by adding salt.
You're a stupid boy.
scientific method states that the independent variable is the presumed cause, and I presumed that change in the density of the liquid with salt would cause displacement.
You're a stupid boy.
The first law of motion states that every object will remain at rest unless acted upon by a force, and I've obviously created a force. The density of the medium has displaced the egg. The egg moved. That's an accelerated mass. So therefore, Newton states that there is a force. I caused it with this.
You're a stupid boy. Don't you have a conscience? Don't you feel bad? You're a stupid boy.
And then we're in the part of the video when we say goodbye. If you liked it, become a member and support the channel, subscribe or hit like. But you have to come back next time I publish a video. Bye.